Hello Do Better Fitness community. Today we are talking about the foam roller, specifically focusing on the lower body, going all the way from the glutes, all the way down from your hips, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, your shins, all that fun stuff. So go ahead and get a foam roller, make sure you got some open space, and we're gonna get right to it. All right, so for foam rolling, I always like to typically last about a minute on each side of my limbs. First, I want to start out with our quad. So how I like to position my foam roller to start is I'm actually going to bring it at a 45-degree angle, but it's going to be on one side. So how it looks like is if it's at this 45-degree angle, it's actually going to hit my quad right about here when I hit the floor. And so now how I'm going to look like this is I'm bringing my hands in front of that foam roller, loading on just one side. And I'm going to get onto my elbows or whatever I can handle. And to show you the other side, the leg that's not on the foam roller, as I'm here, other leg is bent. And so this is kind of easing off the pressure on the other leg, and you can just go back and forth. And right now, again, I'm just hitting right here on my quad. We want to go for about a minute. And I'm going to show you guys a cool trick while we're in this for a minute. So as I'm going in, let's go back and forth. And at this point, you guys have already been foam rolling a little bit. So what I'm going to have us do now is see my foot. I'm actually going to rotate it. So my heel now goes down. And now I'm getting the inside of my quad. And if that's a little too much, again, use that knee to go a little bit higher. And then that's going to ease more, less pressure onto that quad. And then second part is now I want to bring my heel to the other direction. Now this is getting the outside of my quad. If you ever want to add more pressure to your quad, you're feeling a lot of tightness, what you can do is find the knot that you have and then slowly get a nice curl in. So you're right now kind of stretching the quad, and here you're contracting, so you're making your quad smaller. So you're making your quad longer, getting a good stretch and relaxing. And finally, just go back and forth for one last time around. All right, let's go ahead and switch other side. So again, other side, I got that 45 degrees. I land my quad, the front of my leg, right on top, and I go back and forth. And again, with my heel, if I want to go into the inside of my quad, I bring that heel down, going back and forth. And if I want to go into the outside of my quad, my heel will go out. And again, that other leg is there if you want some less resistance on the quad. You go back and forth. And now, to make things a little bit more spicy, you can find that spot where you feel the most tense. Slowly get a nice curl in with your leg and slow relax. Again, I would foam roll back and forth a few more times. And again, same idea. Slowly bend that knee and slowly relax. All right. Okay, so now we just got our quad. As next up, we're hitting our shins. So right over here. And then for our shins, the muscle where this is actually on the outside of your shin. So this is called your tibialis anterior, and we want to get this guy. So how we do it is we're going to use the other leg to kind of just be relaxed like it is right now. Other knee though is now going to be on top, and I'm going to actually tilt. So how this looks, again, this guy's my kind of supporter. Other knee goes in front, hands go in front of the foam roller, and then I'm tilting. And here, I get my shin. Same idea for that quad of you just going back and forth, kind of getting some love. And then one nice trick you could do to get a little bit more love to this shin if it's feeling really tight or extra sensitive is kind of ease off with the back leg. But wherever you feel the most tense, stay there. And then same idea with bending the knee. We're going to extend and flex the foot. Extend and flex the foot. And you want to do this nice and slow. And again, just find a different area and then work a curl. So out and in, go for another rep, out and in. All right, and then let's switch. Other side. Okay, let me unravel this real quick. Okay, other side. So now again, I'm putting my chin right on top, hands in front, and I tilt over. Now if I want to get a little bit more love, see how this leg is off the ground now? I'm now actually putting a lot more load into that chin. So if you can handle it, give that a shot. If not, again, just bring that knee down, going back and forth. And again, if you want to get a little bit more love to that chin, it's that toe that you'll be flexing and relaxing. And so when you do this, you're actually contracting and relaxing that tibialis anterior muscle. So this kind of just gives more blood flow, gets more circulation to that area. Woo! All right. So we got our shins in. Next, let's go ahead and get our hamstrings. Okay, so to get our hamstrings, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to bring one leg on top. And I'm actually going to bring it onto one side. So I'm relaxed with this foot. Other leg is actually going to be straight. And then I'm lifting my back. And I'm going to go back and forth. Now, if this seems pretty easy, you're not really getting too much in the hamstrings, what you can do from here, you get the hamstring, but then you go right on top. And so now a lot more of my body is on this hamstring. So again, we can hang out here for about 15 to 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, whatever you want to handle. And if you're not feeling too tight, then it should feel pretty good. So the other side. And again, see how I actually brought it to one side? This is going to make it so that I can get a little bit more stability here, as well as not as much intensive actions against my hamstring. And so again, same idea, rolling back and forth. And again, you can do the same thing with the toe, of getting different angles of your hamstring. Cool. All right. Now that we got our hamstring, let's go ahead and get our glutes. So to get our glutes, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a seat on the foam roller. Now that I grabbed a seat, what I'm going to do is, if I want to get my left glute, right, I'm actually going to lean on this side, this foot. So this is my left side. My left foot is going to go on top of my right knee. From here, I'm going to have my free hand on that knee, other hand's in the back to kind of keep me balanced. And I'm going to go back and forth. Now, should feel some good feelings here. And again, we just want to hang out here for a minute. And so while you're doing this, if you're feeling like you can handle a bit more and you want to give more love to your glute, you can go ahead and bend that elbow, grab a nice seat, and that gets a different angle of your glute. You might feel a lot more. And again, if you want to enhance this, what you're going to do is take this foot off. What you're going to do from here, just like we did with the knee bend and also the extension of the quad and everything like that. Same idea. You find a spot where that glute is really feeling a knot. Stay there. And then you really slowly try to bring that knee to your chest. And then you slowly bring it back to go straight. And again, what we're doing is we're stretching the glute and we're contracting. We're stretching the glute and we're contracting. Once you find a good spot here, you got yourself a minute or two, then you can come on up and then let's get the other side. So, same idea. We're leaning towards the side of the glute that we want to target. From here, I'm going to bring this foot, I'm going to bring it right on top. So this is my right leg, my right glute is what I'm targeting. Here, I bring my right foot on top of my left knee. And then from here, I just go back and forth. And again, if you want more tension, you can just go onto that elbow. And then if you want to get a little bit more blood flow, a little bit more emphasis to a specific area to that glute, you can just relax that leg. And again, we're stretching the glute. And now we're contracting the glute. Stretching the glute, contracting. And again, we want to find a good knot where we can hang out And again, slow bring it in and out, in and out. Okay, now that we got this minute, let me show you how to get your calves. Similar to the hamstring, what you're gonna do is go ahead and bring one foot on the foam roller, toes off, and you're just getting right there in the meat of your calf. From here, same idea, where you just bring your hips off the ground, but you have this guy over here to keep you balanced. You go back and forth. And again, you can move that foot, that toe, to get different angles of that calf. And then if you can handle more, you can just push this a little bit farther away. And then I can go right on top of that foot, but I want to then lift my body off the ground, and I'll be going back and forth. It's a good one. All right, and then so again, try to hold this foam rolling for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then again, switch to the other side. And again, from here, let me give you a front view. Is to get the the calf, you want to be here. You want to make sure that the whole foam roller is pretty much on the side that you want to get the foam roll. You have this guy that's here for balance as well as kind of easing off the calf. And you just go back and forth. And again, getting different angles by moving your foot from one side to the other side. And then if you want to handle more, you can always just bring that foot right on top, bring your body off the ground, and then you just go back and forth. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, this is a quick tutorial on foam rolling, and I believe you got most of your lower body. If you guys want to see upper body, go ahead, click in the library, or if you got this from a PDF or just a link, go ahead and message me so I can send you upper body. Otherwise, guys, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.